Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. There's a deeply unique and heartfelt energy surrounding us tonight. I can feel it strongly, as if someone's spirit is reaching out with an urgent yet loving message, hoping to touch the soul it's meant for. No matter when you come across this message, I trust that it will reach you at exactly the right moment. Tonight, I'm channeling someone named Katie, and I'm also being shown the letter L. This could be the first initial of a name, or it might carry special meaning for someone tuning in. When names or specific details like this come through, I know they are intended for particular individuals. If it doesn't resonate, let it flow past you. But if it feels like it's calling your name, trust that it's meant to find you. This reading won't be for everyone. It's intentionally specific. But if you felt a magnetic pull toward this video, perhaps through its title or thumbnail, know that there's a reason. It's very possible that someone is trying to reach you, not through words in the physical world, but energetically, spiritually. The first thing I'm hearing is heartbreak. This person feels deeply heartbroken, and what's striking is that it's tied to something they are doing themselves. It's as if they are fully aware of their actions and the pain they are causing, and yet they feel stuck, unable to change course. For those of you resonating with this message, you may find yourself sharing in this heartbreak. There's a mirrored energy here, a connection so intertwined that you feel their emotional waves as if they're your own. I'm also sensing that this person has retreated from you, suddenly, unexpectedly, and without explanation. Phrases like, just disappeared, or pulled away, echo in my mind. And yet, alongside this sense of loss, there's also hope. I keep hearing the word temporary. This retreat doesn't feel permanent. It's more like a pause, a momentary withdrawal, rather than a final goodbye. But here's where the mystery deepens. Why can't this person simply come forward and explain themselves? The energy I'm picking up feels tangled in vulnerability. They're carrying a weight of embarrassment tied to their insecurities. Instead of expressing these feelings openly, they've chosen to retreat. With the Page of Swords in reverse, I'm hearing their inner conflict loud and clear. They're saying, I feel like all I can offer you is conversation, and that's not enough. If your connection thrives on deep conversations, you might understand their struggle. They believe words alone can't do justice to their emotions or to what they want to offer you, and so they've fallen silent instead. There's also a tender and almost poetic symbolism emerging in this reading. Turtle, doves. Their presence feels significant to your relationship, whether as a shared memory or a deeper symbol of love and unity. I looked into their meaning, and they often represent faithfulness, eternal bonds and devotion, even across time and distance. Take this message as it resonates and let it guide you gently. Whether it's an affirmation of your intuition or a moment of clarity in a fog of emotions, trust that it's been sent with love and purpose. The energy behind it is clear. This person cares deeply, even if they don't yet know how to show it. Turtle doves are often seen as symbols of love, devotion, and faithfulness. These beautiful creatures mate for life and are known to mourn the loss of their partner deeply, representing enduring bonds and a sense of isolation in the absence of love. This symbolism mirrors what's going on with the person I'm channeling. They've retreated into themselves, yet their heart is still grieving the connection you once shared, and they feel the weight of this loss deeply. It feels as though they've placed you on a pedestal, holding you in such high regard that they can't bear the thought of anyone else by your side. But, at the same time, they don't feel worthy of you. They feel like they cannot offer you what you deserve, and this inner conflict is weighing heavily on them. What they can offer right now is communication. Perhaps not in the way you desire, but through banter and witty conversation. There's a mental connection between you two that's undeniable. It's like you speak the same language, with intellectual exchanges flowing easily. But they sense that this is only a fraction of what they want to give you. They feel embarrassed, almost as if their words aren't enough to meet the depth of what's inside them. I'm also picking up some energy related to their work. It seems like they may feel self-conscious about what they do for a living. They might even wish they were in a position where their career was something that you could admire or find more impressive. Alternatively, they might be working toward a bigger goal, but it feels far off and distant, like they're not yet where they want to be. I'm hearing, "I have a long way to go," which suggests they feel behind in some aspect of their life. This could be contributing to their sense of unworthiness. Another thing I'm hearing is, "Let me break out of the karmic contract first." This doesn't feel like it's related to a past relationship or love connection, but more to do with something they're working through in their personal life. It might be tied to their career, family dynamics, or something else that has a heavy hold on them. This person feels a strong need to release or heal from something karmic that's weighing them down before they can move forward in the connection with you. I'm even picking up on the word grief. It's something they've been holding back and have yet to share with you. They don't want you to feel the heaviness of what they're carrying, and so they've been keeping this to themselves, retreating deeper into isolation. They are shielding you from the burden of their emotional weight, though it's causing them inner turmoil. I also sense that this person has been intentionally moving slowly in this connection. They've been taking their time, trying to carefully pace things between you. However, with the energy of blossoming abundance and cornucopia coming through, it feels like they've suddenly pulled back because they've gone faster than they intended. There's a frustration brewing within them, an internal struggle. Part of them desperately wants to keep moving forward, but they feel like they've gotten ahead of themselves, and it's overwhelming them. This sudden retreat seems to come from an inner need to regain control, to slow things down so they can process what they're feeling. This person is trying to balance their desire for a deeper connection with their own emotional turmoil and life circumstances. They want to be able to offer you more, but right now, they're in a place where they feel like they're not enough. Their love for you is clear, but their fear, insecurities, and the heaviness they're carrying are holding them back. I keep receiving imagery of horses, and I can't help but think of phrases like putting the cart before the horse, or hold your horses. There's something about this person's energy that feels like they're afraid they're losing control of their horse, so to speak. They're worried that they're moving too quickly emotionally or energetically, and it's causing them to hold back. These metaphors are coming through strong, but the core of the message is clear. They're feeling overwhelmed, but this overwhelm is something happening entirely within them. It's not about anything you've done or said. It's all their own internal struggle. I'm hearing that you may be overanalyzing what happened between you two, wondering if something you said or did played a part in this distance. But let me reassure you. This person's feelings for you are nothing but deeply romantic. There's absolutely nothing you've done to cause any harm to the connection. If anything, they've become even more attracted to you lately. Their pull toward you has grown stronger, and yet this has only complicated their ability to move this connection forward at the pace they feel is right. They feel this urgency to pace the relationship carefully, to slow things down, and to give themselves time to become more grounded, especially when it comes to their work and personal life. There's a sense that they need to reach a place of stability and confidence before they can offer you more. This also ties into the karmic contract I mentioned earlier. For some, this might be about a literal contract, perhaps related to their job or a professional commitment. I'm hearing that this situation is causing them a deep internal frustration, because while they desperately want to move towards you, they also feel like they need to sort out their own life first. It's almost as if they're rejecting their own desires or breaking their own heart by not moving forward with you the way they truly want to. When I pull more cards, I keep getting the energy of cornucopia and blossoming abundance. These cards are showing me that this person truly wants to manifest something long-term with you. The word desperately keeps coming through. They long for this connection to blossom and flourish. It's clear they feel a deep connection to you, one that they hope will grow into something more. But right now, they're trying to navigate the internal tension between their desire for you and their need to stabilize their own life. This is a person who deeply values what you two share, but they're currently stuck in a place where they feel torn between their emotional pull toward you and the practical steps they feel they must take to make this connection thrive in the long run. Let's dive deeper into what the traditional tarot reveals about this situation. This person feels incredibly emotional about you, but they're also in the process of trying to stabilize themselves emotionally. This struggle is one of the main reasons they've recently pulled away. When I see the Four of Swords, the first word that comes to mind is grief. There's a heaviness that they're navigating, something that's deeply personal and not easy to share. I'm also hearing the word seasonal, which may be a clue. For those of you who recently celebrated Thanksgiving in the United States, this could be tied to the time spent with family and old friends during the holidays. Reconnecting with people from their past could have unintentionally reactivated some old insecurities within them, causing a wave of sadness or self-doubt. It's like they've been flooded with feelings from the past, and now they need time to regroup emotionally. I'm hearing them say, I don't want you to see me this way. There's a sense of vulnerability here. They don't want you to witness them in a lower vibrational state, dealing with their insecurities or sadness. They care about you so much that they're trying to protect you from seeing this side of them. Despite this, deep down, they're still trying to build something stable and long-term with you. The pull is undeniable, but right now, they're feeling emotional extremes. One moment, they feel on top of the world, and the next, they're overwhelmed by grief or insecurity. This push and pull is exhausting for them, but it's also something many of us have been experiencing collectively. For those of you who identify as light workers, empaths, or sensitive beings, this emotional turbulence might feel especially intense. You've likely been experiencing these extremes too. One moment, feeling drained and apathetic, almost like you're stuck in a low-energy state where all you want to do is rest. Then, suddenly, your energy shifts, and you feel this surge of creativity and vitality that's almost overwhelming. These shifts could be affecting your sleep patterns as well. You may find yourself wide awake at night when you should be sleeping, brimming with ideas and energy. And then, during the day, when you need to be productive, you might feel weighed down by sadness, grief, or apathy. It's a strange, almost unpredictable cycle, but it's all part of what you're going through. I know many of you have felt this energy shift recently. As I'm channeling this, I just saw 12:22 on the recording timer, which feels like a strong message for someone out there. I also got the name Josh or John, so this may be significant for someone tuning in. Here's the deeper truth. What's really happening here is that both you and this person are being broken open in order to expand and hold more light within your being. It's like your energetic container is being stretched, making room for a higher level of light and awareness to flow through you. I'm seeing an image of a skunk or perhaps a black and white cat, which might resonate with someone personally. These creatures often symbolize a balance of opposites, the light and dark, the known and unknown. Through experiencing these emotional extremes, both the highs and the lows, space is being carved out within you to hold more of your own light. This is an uncomfortable yet beautiful process of transformation, where you're being prepared to embody a greater level of wisdom, compassion, and spiritual strength. So, while the emotional roller coaster may feel challenging at times, remember that it's all part of the grand process of your expansion. You are growing into a version of yourself that is able to carry more light, more love, and more energy than ever before. Keep trusting in this process, even when it feels hard, because it is leading you to greater alignment and purpose. The guidance coming through is clear. Flow with the process. I know this may sound easier said than done, especially when you have daily responsibilities, tasks, and everything feels so urgent. But trust me when I say, it's crucial to be gentle with yourself during this time. You're going through a deep, spiritual and emotional transformation, and it's essential to honor yourself through this process. Give yourself as much rest, care, self-love, and nourishment as you can, not just in these moments, but always. Right now, though, it's even more vital. We are collectively going through something significant, energetically speaking. If you've been following my messages, you might recall that I've spoken about this time as a crown chakra activation. What's happening now is that we're clearing out everything we've been working on emotionally and spiritually in 2025. It's like we're tying up loose ends, closing the loops on all the lessons, energy, and healing we've been doing. And it's happening fast. You might notice that certain people in your life are suddenly fading away, disconnecting from you, or simply not aligning with you in the same way they used to. It's almost as if you've shifted onto a new timeline, and those individuals no longer fit in your reality the way they once did. Don't worry, it's not that they've disappeared, they still exist. But you're simply no longer on the same wavelength. This is a totally normal part of this energetic shift we're all going through collectively. This process is happening to everyone, whether they're consciously aware of it or not. It's important to have compassion for those around you, even if they seem distant or out of sync with you right now. We are all navigating this energetic shift in our own unique ways. If you are particularly energetically sensitive, like many of you are, you may feel these shifts more intensely and consciously. As for the person connected to you in this reading, know that they are also going through their own version of this activation, shift, and spiritual evolution. I've felt the intensity of this energy, and it's been particularly strong over the past week. If you've been tuning in regularly, you might recognize this energy in your own life. This message is meant for you, no matter who this person is or what they may have been doing, whether they've been disconnecting, pulling away, or creating distance. It's important to affirm this to yourself. This is not about you. This is not something you've caused or that you can fix. What's happening is a personal, spiritual activation for them. Their insecurities, fears, and unresolved emotions are surfacing as part of this process. They are working through these feelings and trying to stabilize their energy. It's a deeply personal journey for them, and while it may affect your connection, it has everything to do with their own growth and healing. The distance you're feeling right now doesn't seem to be about their personal or romantic feelings for you. In fact, it's almost the opposite. Part of the reason they're keeping their distance is because, deep down, they care so much about you that they would rather temporarily step back than risk losing you completely. From their perspective, they fear that if you were to see them in a more vulnerable, insecure, or unsettled state, you might be pushed away forever. So, instead of letting you witness their struggle, they're choosing to create some space. They don't want to come across as clingy or overwhelming, which is why they've pulled back. There's a fear within them of appearing desperate or needy, even though, paradoxically, the word desperate keeps coming up in this reading. They do desperately want to connect with you, to have you in their life for the long haul. They yearn for a future with you, but the vulnerability they're feeling right now is leading them to retreat rather than lean in. I sense an intense inner conflict within this person. It's almost as if there's a tug of war going on inside them. Part of them wants to reach out, while another part is pulling them back in fear of rejection. I wouldn't be surprised if you've been picking up on some of this energy yourself. It's likely that through the energetic link between you, you've been sensing some of their internal tension, even if it's just on a subconscious level. The telepathic bond between you two feels incredibly strong, and you may be feeling the weight of their emotional struggle, even if it's not something they're fully expressing out loud. Now, as I dive deeper into this person's energy, I pulled the woman holding a coin card in the upright position, which is telling me that there may be an influential feminine figure in their life, someone with a strong, controlling energy. This could be a mother, a family member, or perhaps even an old friend. It's possible that this person reactivated some old wounds or insecurities during the recent holidays or family gatherings. If that's the case, this individual might have unintentionally triggered a more vulnerable, insecure version of them. If the controlling feminine energy doesn't fit the situation exactly, it could also just represent an internal insecurity that's recently resurfaced within them. I'm hearing something about baseball, though I'm not sure if that resonates with someone specifically, but it might be a significant clue for someone. Additionally, I pulled the envy card, which reveals how this person has been feeling like they're not enough. Something about your connection has triggered their insecurities, making them feel self-conscious about certain aspects of themselves. Perhaps something specific that they're not ready to fully share with you. This envy doesn't come from a place of malice, but more from their own struggle with self-worth and the need to feel more secure in who they are. What's clear is that this person deeply values you, but they are grappling with their own internal battles. The distance they're creating isn't a reflection of their feelings for you. It's their way of trying to protect both themselves and you from a situation that they fear might become too overwhelming or damaging. But the desire to move past these fears and connect with you more fully is there, even if it's buried beneath layers of doubt and hesitation. For some of them, there's this deep-rooted fear that they'll never be enough for any feminine energy, especially because they feel they weren't enough for someone significant in their past. Whether it was a mother, sister, friend, ex, or even a romantic partner, I feel like a particular connection left them feeling unworthy. This experience has had a lasting impact on their self-worth, leaving them with the belief that they could never truly meet the expectations of a feminine presence in their life. If this person is more aligned with masculine energy, maybe these dynamics play out in reverse for you. The energy exchange between the two of you might feel like a mirror of this unspoken belief. So take it as it resonates. What's interesting is that I haven't specifically labeled this person as masculine or feminine until now, but it feels significant that these energies are surfacing toward the end of the reading. Perhaps many of you feel a stronger connection to your feminine energy, while this person may resonate more with masculine energy. However, remember that these labels are not tied to gender. They're simply ways to describe energetic dynamics. Every person carries both energies within them, just in different balances. As I channel further, I pulled the card. You feel like home to me. And I can sense that, for many of them, you are more of a sanctuary for them than even the people they grew up with. You're someone they feel more comfortable with than their longtime friends or even family members. There's a depth of connection with you that surpasses the bonds they've had for years. It's as though you get them in a way that feels deeply familiar, like you've always been a part of their soul's journey. I'm getting chills as I say this, so I know it's hitting home for someone reading this. While I'm channeling, I also picked up on the initials A, R, N, B, L, and E. These could be significant to someone's name, whether it's yours or theirs. Now, moving to another card I pulled. I'm scared of being vulnerable with you. This person feels that you are so familiar to them, almost like they've known you forever, and in that familiarity, there's a beautiful sense of trust. It's a trust that comes easily, almost without effort. In fact, they may trust you more than they trust people they've known for years, sometimes even more than their own family members or closest friends. But here's the thing. This very trust makes them feel vulnerable, and that's where the fear creeps in. They've never felt this kind of ease and openness with anyone before, and it's both comforting and terrifying at the same time. The fear of being vulnerable comes not from a lack of trust in you, but from the depth of connection they feel. They're scared of letting you see the parts of them they've kept hidden for so long, because this connection has stirred up a rawness in them that they're not used to. I also pulled the card, I am in denial about my feelings. This person is really struggling with the depth of their emotions. They keep telling themselves that they can just put this connection on hold until they feel more stable or secure. It's like they're convincing themselves that if they distance themselves now, maybe they'll be able to reconnect with you when things feel more settled in their life. They believe they can control it, but the truth is, they just can't stay away from you. Their feelings keep pulling them back, like a magnetic force they can't escape. It's almost like the metaphor of putting the cart before the horse. They try to slow things down, but their emotions for you don't cooperate. They've tried to step back, but they just keep feeling this strong pull toward you, which is why you may notice them withdrawing completely at times. It's not about you. It's more about them feeling overwhelmed by the intensity of their feelings. I also picked up on something that might resonate for someone, something about soup or cooking. This could be a sign or a simple message for someone, but it also feels connected to how they're coping with their emotions. When they feel overwhelmed by how much they crave your energy, they tend to push you away completely. It's almost like someone trying to detox from an addiction. They can't just have a little bit of what they crave, because it would pull them right back in. For this person, you're like that addiction. They don't want to settle for just a little piece of you. They want more, and they're afraid of what that might mean. Their feelings for you are so intense that even a small taste of your energy brings them back to wanting more. But this desire for closeness makes them anxious, so they distance themselves to avoid getting too caught up in it. To get a deeper understanding of their mindset, the word afraid kept coming through. Despite being in denial about their feelings, they're simultaneously afraid of how deeply they feel for you. They're in love, but the vulnerability that comes with opening up scares them. Yet, at the same time, there's a part of them that craves more physical connection with you. The cards cornucopia and community reveal that they long for closeness and deep connection, but they're battling their fears that come with it. It's clear that they want more from this connection. More closeness, more physical presence, more intimacy, but they're struggling to overcome the vulnerability that naturally comes with moving forward in this way. They're torn between their intense feelings and the fear of opening up fully. The inner conflict is real, and it's making it difficult for them to take the steps they know they want to take. This is why you might be experiencing these periods of distance and withdrawal. It's not about their feelings for you, but more about their fear of being vulnerable and letting their guard down completely. Can you feel the constant push and pull in this energy? One moment, this person is drawn to you, eager to be closer, and the next, they pull away, overwhelmed by the fear of being a burden. They're afraid of what could happen if the two of you grow closer, both emotionally and physically. This back and forth dynamic is something you might intuitively sense, even if it isn't spoken aloud. It's like they're caught in an internal struggle, torn between their deep desire for connection and the fear of what it means to truly let someone in. However, I want to reassure you that the energy is shifting. With the Six of Wands appearing, I feel a wave of hope and positivity. This card is all about victory and success, and it's deeply connected to the heart. In this inner tug-of-war, their heart is ultimately going to lead the way. The love and desire they feel for you will triumph over their fears. This victory won't happen overnight, but their heart's pull toward you is stronger than anything else. I also pulled the Seven of Swords reversed, which signals a turning point. This person is ready to come clean. They're going to share what's been weighing on their heart, offering a genuine and honest expression of their feelings. It's not just a confession, it's a heartfelt release of the things they've been keeping inside. With the King of Pentacles showing up upright, it indicates that, as they open up, their insecurities will start to dissolve. Over time, they'll find more stability and confidence in themselves, and that will allow them to move forward in this connection with more certainty and less fear. But I sense that patience will be required on your part. It feels like there's something or someone, perhaps an event, a certain person, or even the energy of the holidays that stirred up some deep-seated insecurities in this person. For some, it may not even be a specific incident, but rather the return to familiar surroundings like childhood, which can trigger unresolved feelings from the past. Even if their childhood wasn't traumatic, returning to that environment could have awakened an older, less confident version of themselves. They might not even realize this shift in energy is happening, but it's affecting their ability to fully embrace this connection. I'm hearing the words, "I'm not letting myself have this." It's like they've placed you on a pedestal, seeing you as something almost too precious, too good for them. They may be holding themselves back from fully stepping into this connection because they don't feel worthy of it, even though their heart longs for it. But here's the thing. Once they step away from the triggers, their natural confidence will resurface. They will come to realize that they do deserve the love, connection, and intimacy that they've been afraid to embrace. As challenging as this may be for both of you, remember that these cycles of fear and longing are part of their healing process. The love is there, and so is the potential for deeper connection. It's just a matter of allowing them the space to release their fears and align with their true worth. The Strength card shows that this person is in the midst of a deep transformation. They're evolving and growing, and with time, they will show up as the King of Pentacles, embodying security, stability, and confidence. I truly believe you'll experience a breakthrough with this person, where the energy shifts into something more solid and grounded. But for now, the most loving and supportive thing you can do is give them space. Allow them to breathe and process everything they're going through. This doesn't mean you need to fix anything or rush the process. It's simply about giving them the time they need to work through their fears and insecurities. These feelings will gradually fade as they grow and heal, and in doing so, they will begin to show up as the person you know they have the potential to be. Meanwhile, with the Queen of Wands energy, it's crucial that you stay rooted in your own power. Maintain your confidence, independence, and unwavering self-love. Don't allow this person's actions or emotional turbulence to throw you off course. They are currently in an internal tug-of-war, and their journey is theirs to navigate. Your energy is one of self-assuredness and authenticity, and it's important that you continue to stand in that space of inner strength and radiance. You are a beacon of light, and I'm sending you immense love and light energy to support you on this journey. Support this journey by interacting with the content. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Your engagement helps expand this loving and supportive community, and it ensures you won't miss future readings packed with wisdom and inspiration. And if you'd like to show some extra love and help the channel grow, you can send a super thanks. Your support means the world to me. Thank you for joining me today on this voyage of discovery and personal transformation. May you move forward with courage, clarity, and a deep trust in the incredible journey unfolding before you. Until we connect again, lovely souls, sending you love, light, and boundless faith in the beauty of your unique path.